sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 20. Three-yard line.
Golden on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And 12.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down carry by Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Roby Coleman on the tackle.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Davante Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Darnold now to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Deatrich Wise Jr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long, it's Darnold going up top for Kupp. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it. Not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working from the gun, Wentz. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
At the 30-yard line.
Now Wentz. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
first carry for Marlon Mack. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Darnold from the gun. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 20.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. He completes this one to Mack. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Rashad Penny. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Seahawks nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. Short throw to Disley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And it's fielded at the 34. 49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing his Wentz. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Wentz. He'll find Jones again, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a run with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
Now a throw out to his fullback. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Wentz. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Took nearly the entire 1st half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the 1st and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown. touchdown reception. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he'll bang that one through.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he finds Penny.
And he is going to have a Packers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. From the gun again to Penny. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Going up top for Kupp. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. shotgun now for Wentz. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Darnold. They set up the screen to Penny. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
13 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, it's Darnold. That's caught by Penny. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Complete.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. On first down, Darnold. That is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second and 10, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Rashad Penny. Third down here.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
And it's 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Seahawks.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaks. Big play. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The tackle made at the 47.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Baldwin. And he'll be out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Off the option, that's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down now. It's Baldwin, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that makes it 14-10.
Kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 14, Packers 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Maybe it's right on the coverage.
Darnold going for the deep ball. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, it's Baldwin, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, Wentz gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Aaron Jones,
a gain of 3, 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And 2. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And the Seahawks are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Seahawks 21, Packers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Darnold from the gun. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marginal yardage against them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the...
They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
35-yard line.
Switch up. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm coming for you, Mike. 59, Mark. 59, Mark. Check. 59.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught on the right side by Jones. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Check 59, Mike.
From the red zone now, Wentz eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It leads to so much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down now, it's Jones, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 59 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system. It leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Will Parks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our